question come in about Audacity. I'm going to answer it with a quick screen share just to make it really simple for everyone to follow along at home. So as I get all the buttons clicked here, get started. All right. Here we go. So we're jumping into Audacity, and this is our starting point. Nothing here. So let's record a little track so we can do the edit. So here we go. I'm jumping up to the top here. There's nothing on the screen. We're going to hit record, the little red record button. And here we go. We'll jump in. So you can see as I'm recording that my voice shows up on the screen as a wave file. And so we're going to make our mistake. So I'm going to say the word 7, but I meant to say 8. So now I have the word 7, which is right there. That's the word that I want to remove. And the question was, can I jump in and remove one little portion of my recording without having to redo the entire thing from the beginning? So this is our recording. There's a cough. There you go. So there's a cough to get rid of. And what we can do is go in here and we can actually fix our recording even though the recording is all done and we got to the very end of our podcast or our recording or our audiobook, whatever it is, how we can jump back in and do a little tweak to fix that. So I'm going to stop recording right now. So I'm going to hit the little square box here, and that's going to stop my recording. So now I'm no longer recording anymore. You can see there's nothing happening. There's nothing happening up here as far as my levels. My numbers aren't moving down at the bottom of the screen. So I'm not recording anything. Now, if I want to see everything I've recorded in my screen, kind of shrink the screen to fit the screen of my monitor. If I go up here to this button here and I click Fit Project to Width. So it looks like a magnifying glass with a line left and right. Fit Project to Width. Click that. That's the entire recording. And if you remember when we were recording, I highlighted the word that I wanted to remove just as an example. So there's my number. So if I hit my space bar, when I have my section highlighted like this, and all I do for that is I just click on my mouse, hold the left clicked button on my mouse, drag it across to where I want to highlight that section and let go. Now only that portion of my recording is going to play. If I hit my space button, there's my 7. You can see there's a movement there. So that's the word 7 that I want to replace. So the very simple thing that I would do is I would go up to tracks. And if you recorded in stereo, you're going to want to add a stereo track. If you recorded in mono, which is this, you can see there's only one. A stereo track would look like this. You can see there's 2, left and right. So I'm not doing a stereo track because I did a mono track above. So I'm going to do a mono track. So I go back up here, tracks, add new, mono track. So I have one track for the new and the one that I recorded. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to that section of my recording and find that again. And we're going to replace it. So as I click on here, anywhere up here at all, I can click my mouse and it'll start playing wherever I click. Or I can click here in this bar up by the numbers and it'll start playing. It'll start playing wherever I click my mouse. So there's my 7. Okay, so this was the word 7. But instead I wanted it to say 8. So what I can do is go like this. And I'm going to go right to this part here. And I'm going to record the word 8 instead of 7. So watch. I'm going to mute this channel. So I don't want to hear me say the word 7. And I'm going to make sure this says solo. So now only this part is working. And I'm going to say 8. So watch. I hit record. 8. So now I have the word 8. So all I'm going to do is take this one here, which was 7. Let's go back here and hit play again. And I'm going to do instead, I'm going to use this one, solo 8. So all I'm going to do is go up here to this 7. I'm going to go to generate, silence. It's going to ask me, just don't worry about this, just hit generate. And now it's gone. So if I go like this, if I click 2 times on solo, or I click on the unmute, you want to see everything blue. See on the screen, everything's a blue color. Now I can move this around. But what I'm going to have now is when I press play, so there you go. So now I've taken out the word 7 that I didn't want here, and I've replaced it with 8. Now it's all gone. So I'll go back here and undo. Edit undo. There it is. There's my 7 again. So if I highlight that, solo, and then I highlight this one, solo. So that's how I can remove the 7 instead of having, and then replace it with the 8. Simple way to do a quick repair. There's more in-depth ways of doing this, but without getting extremely complicated. That's probably the easiest way to do this. And the one thing else I would suggest is this is recording my mic straight through my computer via a USB microphone. And the volumes are the volumes that my mic is capturing in the moment. What I would also suggest is then go back here again to fit. And I would suggest you click on this, click on solo, so everything's blue, and then go to effects, volume, amplify. You don't have to worry about any of the settings. Leave the default setting, hit apply, and now you can see how they got bigger. All the wave files are larger. It's a little bit more volume. So when you hear play, now everything's a little bit louder. So you can do the same to this one. Solo, effect, volume, amplify, apply. You can see now they're all much louder. Okay, so that'll sound better in your finished recording. Just as a bonus little tip at the end, if you want to raise all of your levels up a little bit, what you want to be careful of is when they get really spiky like this, that's getting to the edge of listenable. So just keep that in mind as you're doing your recording. There's more tips and tricks on how to fix all this, but as a starting point, that's how you take a mistake like this where you said 7 and you rather would have said, and there you can replace that 7 by then simply doing this, highlighting it, generate, silence, hit your enter button. It's gone now. And then when you click them both, there you go. That's a simple way to fix that. And that's it. So if you need any help beyond this, then please go check out howtopodcast.ca. I'm going to be doing some more audio editing tips and tricks through Audacity, which is a free program. A link in the notes below for you to get it. And I would highly suggest, if you're trying to learn how to use a digital audio workstation, also known as a DAW, that this is a great way to start and understand how you can do some surgery with your recording by simply using a free program like Audacity. I've been using this for upwards of 15 to 18 years now. So I really enjoy this for music production and now for my podcasts. Howtopodcast.ca is where to find all that. And I hope that you enjoy this and that is helpful. Let me know if there's anything else that you needed to know in addition to this, and I'll continue to make updates as we go. Thanks for checking it out. Howtopodcast.ca. My name is Dave.